I do believe that Black Lives Matter. Sadly, there are people who only talk about Black Lives Mattering, and then there are those who, like me, take action to actually improve Black lives. What do I mean? Well, I have been outspoken about the systemic racism in the 2nd District, which charges our Black majority communities in the south suburbs the highest property tax rates in Cook County, or as I like to call it, Crook County. Sometimes they charge rates that are 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times higher than the wealthier neighborhoods to the north. And yes, renters do pay property taxes because landlords factor in those taxes when they set the rent amount. Now, sadly, my opponent has been silent about this. However, I have vowed to continue my discussions with our state legislators to ensure that this issue is a major priority in Springfield while I'm in D.C. And I've also spoken out about the systemic racism in the 2nd District, where we are facing an epidemic of schools closing, causing instability and chaos in the lives of our children. However, those are only affecting our Black and brown students. Just in the 7 years that my opponent has been in office, and just in the Chicago area of the district, there have been 2,385 students displaced by the schools being permanently shuttered or closed. None of those students were white. You don't fix a problem by giving up on it or ignoring it, which is why I have written and published my Educating for Success bill, so there will be no cracks for our children to slip through, and every child, regardless of zip code or family income, will receive a high-quality education where each child gets to advance at his or her own unique pace. And while my opponent talks about erecting a casino in the south suburbs to bring jobs to the area, she fails to explain that the average casino job only pays $35,000 a year. That's not enough to make any real difference in the quality of your person's life. But with the recent passage of the Industrial Production of Hemp bill, we have farmers in Kankakee County and Will County who are thrilled to improve their bottom line by growing hemp, which can be made into over 50,000 different products. This is an entirely new sector emerging in the United States, and I have plans to make sure that the 2nd District is on the front lines of this new sector by repurposing many of our old abandoned factories in Cook County to bring manufacturing back to the 2nd District. These will be high-paying entry-level jobs where people can make $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year or more, and without a college degree. And while the people on the south side of Chicago and the south suburbs are being slaughtered by crime and gang violence, and 7 out of 8 homicides are going unsolved, my opponent advocates for stronger, stricter gun control, making it harder for people to access their Second Amendment right to defend themselves. However, I have my 2A for All bill that provides vouchers for our low-income, law-abiding citizens to purchase a gun, ammo, security system, or other personal protection device, and provide vouchers for range time so the people on the south side and the south suburbs can properly defend themselves if they need to. I pray that you are never in a situation where you need to defend yourself, but if you are, I want you to have the tools to survive. And while medical offices, hospitals, walk-in clinics, and pharmacies are all closing all over the district, our seniors are left with fewer and fewer healthcare options. My bills will bring the much-needed revitalization and prosperity back to the 2nd District, which will in turn encourage medical providers to come back. And my Freedom Health bill will make healthcare much more affordable for everyone, especially the poorest among us. We need to stop electing people who only talk about change. We need to start electing people who have concrete plans to affect the change that we all want and need. I'm Teresa Rayborn, and I have concrete plans to bring freedom, liberty, equality, justice, and real prosperity to the 2nd District. And as your Congresswoman, my success will be determined by your success. God bless all of you, and God bless America.